Guys, it's Scott here and welcome to today's Road to Glory highlights video. Hopefully you do enjoy it. If you do, hit the thumbs up button down below and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. So, if you're wondering what is going on the channel right now, maybe you have missed a couple of things that are happening, then let me try and make things really clear because I know a couple of people are a little bit confused. So, right now, this week, for the next 5 days or something like that, I'm doing an initial trial of moving my streams from YouTube to Twitch to see how they perform and see if Twitch goes well, etc, etc. And if that does go well, then I will most likely be moving my streams over to Twitch full time or whatever. And I will be doing these kind of videos each day to give you the highlights of those streams in case you miss anything. So right now, as it stands, no streams on YouTube until next week. If Twitch goes bad, then I will go back on to YouTube. But if it goes well or okay or anything like that, then we will be moving over there. So you are going to get highlight videos such as this and then other videos on top of that potentially on the YouTube channel right now. And that is the plan. But hopefully everyone can just be supportive as to everything that we are doing and just hopefully chill out and take those positive vibes that we had on these streams on here over to the Twitch channel. I will leave the link in the description so that you can watch those. But we are having a lot of fun over there. We get our own music and everything like that, and it's awesome. So I'm really enjoying it so far, and I hope that if you haven't been able to check it out, that you can do now. So what are we doing in this episode? Well, you've seen we're doing the CSL icon swap squad battles thing. I still need to do all of the offline ones, so I thought, you know what, we're going to get one of those done and just get it out of the way, because I hate squad battles with a passion, and I just wanted to get part of that done. So I only have 2 more teams to do on that now, the MLS and the Eredivisie. We also got new Liga and League SBCs, which I showed on the screen a minute ago. They don't look good. We analysed those on stream. They just look like average cards. So what I decided to do was I wanted to do a bit of the CSL, but then I wanted to start working towards that Politano card that you just saw. Because it looks sick, honestly. That card looks amazing. It looks like it fits the game perfectly. And so if you don't know what you have to do for these objectives, then basically you have to score a goal with a player from each team in the Serie A in 3 separate rivals games. Now, it might sound like a lot of work. I guess it is, but it's worth it, right? Because you don't have to win the game, so you can lose 6-1. But if I score a goal with this Donnarumma card, who, by the way, if you haven't started this yet, do not use him. I mean, whilst this goal that he scores right here, I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing for half of this. That's a bit of a banger. He's tragic. And a lot of these players that we're going to have to use are tragic. But what you're going to see in the background is my progress so far. So yesterday we managed to get, I think, 3 of the teams done. Atalanta, Cagliari, and somebody else. Brescia, I think, is the other team. So I'm just showing you each of the goals from those. Muriel, pretty damn good if you want to do this Atalanta part, use him. So you have to ideally score multiple goals with players from different Serie A teams in each rivals game that you play. I'm most likely going to plummet down in skill rating. We already went from Div 3 to Div 4. And it's probably going to get even worse. But as you can see, start things off by completing Atalanta because, like I say, Muriel was pretty good. Now, a lot of these teams, I don't have a striker, so I am going to have to go out and buy them, unfortunately. But it's fine, right? A lot of them, it's not that bad getting 3 separate goals, right? A lot of people will hopefully help you with objectives. You'll see in a couple of these games, especially the later ones, we played against a couple of guys that were kind enough that even though they'd basically won the game, they then let me get 1 goal or 2 goals, which is very, very kind of them, because I think a lot of people know how frustrating these kind of objectives can be. Not necessarily because the players that you have to use are awful, but because people have got such good goalkeepers now. If I showed you all of the highlights of the amount of chances that Donnarumma had, Simeone, who's a 77 rated player, had, but they were saved by Ter Stegen, De Gea, players like that, making incredible saves. It's so frustrating because you create these chances and you're like, oh my God, here it is. I'm going to score. Oh, Ter Stegen's pulled off an absolutely world-class save again. Brilliant. So it is difficult, but it's also a bit of fun because you're using different players. Luckily for me, I can use pretty much my main team and then just stick to Serie A strikers up top. And then I've still got De Bruyne in behind them, feeding them through balls. I've got Dembele and Mane on the wings, feeding them as well. So it's not the end of the world. And it didn't take me that long to get these first 3 teams done. And you're seeing some of the packs that we get in the background. This was the 50k pack that we got for winning, I think, 100 Rivals games. Thomas Partey. I mean, tragic, really. So we've been making progress. Now, the reason why there haven't been as many videos like this in terms of updates and stuff like that on the Road to Glory is because there hasn't really been much progress, to be honest with you. I've been doing videos each week of like my rewards, because rewards are normally where my team gets a lot of progress and there's upgrades and stuff like that. And so, for example, when we packed Mane, that was absolutely huge and changed my team. And the week before that, where we got like Alisson, Lacazette untradeable, etc., and it changed from Bundesliga to Premier League. That was massive. But during the week, because of the delay that is in this game, I don't enjoy playing it that much, or I haven't been enjoying playing it that much. I'd say in the last week, I've started having a bit more fun with it. And I've basically got into the mindset of, I know the game's probably going to be delayed, but let's just try and enjoy it as much as we possibly can. Have a fun time and chilled vibe whilst we're streaming, right? So it's getting a lot better. But before that, there just wasn't really much happening in the week, so I wasn't really working towards objectives. I wasn't doing SBCs or any of that stuff. Whereas now, we are trying to progress towards these SBCs. Get the icon swaps done. Get the Politano, sorry, I forgot his name, Politano card done, because that could be one of the best super subs I have all year, especially if he gets upgraded as well. That would be madness. So now I have a bit more focus and I have a bit more motivation to play. And so, for example, oh, here you go. Here is one of the games. So this guy played like an absolute tool the entire match, but then in the 85th minute decided he was going to be nice and gifted us a goal with Simeone and Lautaro Martinez. So happy days, basically. And this happened in the next game as well. And you see that we get a goal right at the end because he let me have one. So Simeone we managed to get done as well. Incredible. So there hasn't really been much going on. But now I want to try and give you potentially daily videos like this. And I think it's epitomized by the fact that yesterday I streamed for nearly 8 hours, right? All on FIFA. We did the CSL thing. We did these 3 teams in the Politano. I then went on my Draft to Glory account and I played a draft, right? So that video will most likely be out tomorrow. And so I'm falling back in love with the game. Even though it has its issues, I'm really starting to enjoy it more. And I think that that is partially coming through the streams. So if you haven't seen any of the first 2 Twitch streams, please check them out. There'll obviously be another one today. This video is most likely going to go live at 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like that. And my stream's probably going to be at 2 o'clock. So if you're watching this at any point past 2 p.m. UK time, I'm most likely streaming, as long as the Champions League hasn't started. So hopefully you can support me over there. And if you have any feedback about it, then please let me know, because I'm obviously trying to make it as easy as possible for people to potentially transition from one platform to another. I know some people won't be happy with it, but it makes sense for me trying to do this full time. To stream on there, there are just so many advantages to it. And if I do end up switching permanently in like a week or whatever, once I analyze how the first week has gone, I'll do a full video, maybe even 2, explaining all the reasons why, what you may need to do to support me on there compared to YouTube, etc., and anything else that you may need to know. So if you ever have any questions about anything, feel free to whack them in the chat. As you can see me going through the players that I have to now go for the next parts of Politano and just thinking, oh god, I don't want to use these. But hey, what can you do? So I hope that you can support it. And I'm trying to improve the streams on there every single day, so I'm taking feedback on board and I'm trying to implement that as soon as possible. We got other stuff coming up as well. Like I've completely redone all of my overlays and everything like that, and we've got the brand new intro and outro and all of that stuff. The merch is rapidly improving, and within about a week you're probably going to have a full merch line available for people to view and potentially purchase. So things are looking good, but hopefully you can tune in for the stream later today. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy it, as I said before, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.